Yes, I do want you to play that game. Why are you beeping at me? Why are you beeping at me? Just play the game. Oh, you want to download something first. Yeah, that makes sense. Heaven forbid you just work. Heaven forbid you just work. Okay, hold on. Help and options, please. Settings. No, that's not the settings I want. That's not the settings I want. That's the settings I want. Could be something. You guys hear that music? It's probably pretty loud. It's probably pretty loud. It's good though. Come on, game. There we go. Monkey. Yeah, there we go. Changes the game. Okay. Object highlighting, yes. Classical and voice dialogue, yes. Subtitle on. Music down. A lot. It's good, but I can't hear myself yell at myself in my head. Text dialogue, yeah, we'll see what that. When it comes to it, video settings, yeah, sure. I did apply already, okay. Alright. Playing a game.
Well, well, well. Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
This sounds real loud too, to me. There's no TM.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A
A
beard?
beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Fair point.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. If I could only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
You gotta love the fourth wall comments. The Largo embargo. Here we go, folks. No, not the one piece. And not the one ring. Big whoop. Okay. We got a lot of inventory. First things first. I need to turn the audio down. Because, God, that was loud too. Yeah, that's probably good. We'll try there. try there. Okay. Hey, that's... Okay, so we've got...
This may be a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to how rich I'll be when I find Big Whoop. I think I'm pretty well prepared financially for now. I should be set for the whole trip with this.
Yeah,
this should be plenty of money to charter a ship.
No.
Look at all this. I've got enough to buy my own ship in 5 different currencies.
Folks, you know we're losing all of that, like, right away, right?
Where do you think you're going, Fancy Pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Is this some sort of bribe situation?
No, more like extortion. Here, allow me to demonstrate.
Into the water, though?
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients? See, even back then, they
Who eats
knew.
the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up what needs roughing up on this island.
Whoa.
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo Legrand.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Jesus. Wow. What was the sign?
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone.
Anything? Nope. Hey, there's a door.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it.
What a cute little stool.
It's adjusted to my height.
Comfortable looking chair.
It's not for sale.
Notice you have a wheel?
Hey, don't touch that. It's not for sale.
Pounds and pounds of nails.
I need all of them.
It says Woody.
That's me.
Push Woodsmith?
He looks buff.
Yeah?
What's going on, Chevik?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No. Like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh.
I forgot to get my voodoo doll. I keep forgetting. I have a Guybrush Threepwood voodoo doll. Hold on. I gotta make a post-it note so I can have it for the next stream. It was a limited edition. They were given away at PAX one year. And I got the last one.
Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No,
God, you're an idiot.
I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
So he's asking the good questions. Should. It's not about could, it's about
A
should.
woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. What a
sign
dinky
back
little
there.
door.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. I mean, my, sister once had. It's a pile of blank paper. Nice map.
Uh-huh.
Nice map.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
LeChuck busted stud.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
I have some questions about Scab Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
No.
Actually, I'm trying to get off it as soon as possible.
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
Notice how there's no roof to this place. And he works with paper. Does it not rain here ever?
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood. Shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
I don't know. Your arms don't look that heavy to me.
Nobody sent me. I'm freelance.
You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You
Oh,
mean
God,
you
Brush.
never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote, deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Wow. That's some story.
Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper.
The whole world?
Maps are very, very important.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
Can you, though?
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
It's a pretty
You know,
straightforward
I
one.
could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Maps. That's interesting. Well, see ya.
Okie dokie.
All right. Any more research before we go in the... Oh, hey. Cracked open
Nice.
ship. Guy's just laying out there drunk. Oh, okay. Yeah, laundry guy. Oh, hey, it's a mouse. Box? What's the deal with the box?
Nice.
Can we open it? Look inside.
Nice.
No.
It won't fit in my pocket.
No. Alright. Well, we'll leave it open.
Not responsible for
never
lost
mind.
buttons or hooks.
Men of low moral fiber again. Oh, it's these guys. Oh. I should have known with the mouse or the rat or whatever. All right.
What is it?
I'm not used to seeing him from front on.
Long time no see.
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush, the man who rid the world of LeChuck.
Sure you are.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The Sacking Lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get
Inky
there.
Island? Drinky
Aside from
Island?
the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Big whoop? I'm looking for that too.
Well, I hope your luck is better than ours.
You
Usually
see,
is.
we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we
Stan?
noticed, we were taking on water fast.
The time you notice,
We
how do you
ended
not
up stranded
notice?
on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
That you're a pack of loonies?
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation. So to speak.
Right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But,
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Terraformophobia?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcaphobia.
A fear of whales?
Fear
Yes.
of killer whales?
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
Oh, that's great.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
I don't...
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
Is that your rat?
Yes, we call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
See you later.
Okay,
We can
so
scarcely contain our anticipation.
we need to get wood polish. We definitely need to find some cheese.
It's just a bucket.
I think we need... Yeah, I think we definitely need to find
Hey, leave that alone.
some cheese.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well,
No.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Okay, now we got a bucket.
It's sparkly clean. What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean,
Great.
clean.
Great.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes as clean as they can be.
I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Would you be able to get out ketchup?
Get out? Catch up? What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Do you do alterations here?
Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve.
I'm sorry. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny. Mom
threw it out when she cleaned my room.
What? You beat your mom with a broom? You should treat her better than that.
Oh boy.
I'd like to pick up some
I
clothes.
gotta hear the others. Come
You
on.
have your claim ticket, Sonny.
It was stolen.
Taking it bowling was a dumb thing to do.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your
I
claim
wish they just
ticket,
went back
Sonny.
to the list.
I must have left it in my other pants.
Why'd you trade it for chocolate-covered ants?
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
I dropped it in my grog and it melted.
Log welted it? Well, now that is a good excuse, but I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
So we clearly have to find a claim
I'd like to
ticket
pick up some
somewhere.
clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
I lost it while being keel hauled.
Your dog got mauled? What does that have to do with a claim ticket?
Oh, never mind. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
No, I don't have my claim ticket.
You don't have to shout at me. I can hear you.
Can
but
you,
I
though?
can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
Oops. I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Rude. Alright. Back out to the street. Which ship? This is probably Largo Legrand ship. I'm guessing. Aw.
Oh, isn't that cute?
See that? Can we pet it?
I could lose a finger doing that.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Anything else?
Only one guest.
Yep.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
That's why he's Largo, huh?
I don't think I'd get away with that.
Nice.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
That's a... You only have one? I think that's just the excuse, but... Oh, look, it's a frog. Alright, down the hatch.
Nice.
It reads, JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. It's a metronome. No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons. Excuse me,
Yeah, boy?
how's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
A Long Island
that?
iced tea?
A voodoo doll of Largo Legrand. You there? Uh-oh. Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose. That's all I have. Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
I saw your sign outside. What's the job?
Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down. I hired a new cook just this morning. But if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know.
Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster, yeah.
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog.
Jesus.
Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
You know,
Right on.
in the porthole,
wait,
there's a fish that
what am I
swims by
saying?
every now and then.
I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Who is this Kate person?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
There's like the fish. Now, does it move by this one? It does. Good job. Good job, developers. Now this one? Yep, alright.
Hey, hired help only.
These anarchists are a bit legal-like. Well, you know. Some people talk... Oh, I needed to... Hold on. Some people talk a big game. Yeah, spit dripping down the wall. We knew we were going to have to... I knew I was going to have to go look at that.
Largo's been here. I don't want to touch it with my hands.
Alright. Oh, that's what the... Hey, hold on, hold on. We got a bucket for that, right?
Hey, hired help only.
There isn't enough spit to put in the bucket.
Okay. Alright. That's fine. We tried. Back to the wood shop. Hey.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
How about a rag? How about a rag? No, no. Oh, peg legs.
That's about the best peg leg I've ever seen.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Alright. Still need a claim ticket and a piece of cheese. Clearly.
Thanks.
Just polish
Here's
that
a
guy's
piece of
leg.
8 for your trouble.
Yoo-hoo.
Nope. Alright. Can't talk to them. Alright, so we've got more wood polish. We got a bucket. We got a piece of 8. I don't think... Alright, let's just double check. I don't think there's anything more we can do over here. Not seeing any more interaction cues. He's probably not going to let us walk back there.
Hold it
Why
right
would he?
there. That's a private room. No going up there.
I doubt it'll let us... Oh.
It's tied to the post.
Can I untie it?
And it's securely fastened. And it's securely fastened. And it's securely fastened.
Dang it. Alright, well, I tried.
I could lose a finger doing that. I think all he wants right now is sleep.
Alright. Anything else over here? I don't think there's any
Nice.
reason to...
I don't think I'd get away with that.
Be with you in a second.
You're supposed to leave these things open.
Hey, I'm doing my best.
I have to have a room first.
Alright. Alright. We tried all those interactions. Don't think there's anything left in this dude's place.
Hello?
I think it's just information for now. I wonder if we could pick up paper. Hey, we got a piece of paper. Alright.
I've got enough.
Yeah. Alright, well that's good. Oh, damn it. Come on, put it back down again. Seriously, I'm not fast enough.
Hey, where's my monocle?
Everything looks all blurry.
Yeah, me too.
Everything looks all blurry.
Yeah, me too. Where is that thing?
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. I mean, my, sister once had.
I swear I put it right here.
Nice map.
Uh-huh. I hope I didn't lose it.
Nice map. I can't reach it.
Thanks. I'll never be able to afford a new one.
I can't reach it.
I
How
feel
am I
bad taking
supposed
this
to
guy's
work?
monocle, but you know.
Nice map.
Yep. Dang.
Hi, Wally.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
I'm such a jerk.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Who couldn't?
Maps. That's interesting.
Am I
well,
gonna walk out of
see
here
ya.
with this? I think I'm
Okie
gonna walk
dokie.
out of here with this.
I'm such a dope.
Yep. Later. I'm such a jerk. Alright. Would the monocle do anything over here? I don't think it would do anything. I don't know it would do anything in any of those places. I got to the path. Okay. Guybrush there. Peninsula. Nothing through here. There's the beach. There's a swamp. There's a cemetery. Great. Okay. Beach. I think that's where we started. Hey, it's a stick. I'll take that. That's gonna prop the box. I already know that's gotta prop the box open when we put some cheese in it, right? I mean, steamin' weenies.
Steamin' Weenies. 20 feet.
It's gonna be this place, I guess.
Rapscallion Steamin' Weenie Hut. Place order here. Looks closed.
Alright, I can't go
Looks
in,
closed.
apparently. Open the door.
This door appears to be locked.
Alright. Fink and Bart.
He's back.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
A two-bit thug.
He's nothing but a low-down weasel.
So why don't you kick Largo off the island?
Well, we would.
But he was very close to LeChuck.
But LeChuck's gone forever.
I don't remember
I
him.
heard they never
How was he
found
close
his
to
body.
LeChuck?
That's
Well, he was
because
a
I
ghost.
blew it into 1,000 pieces.
He was also a ghost.
Oh, no. Not
Come
this
on.
story again.
Any idea where I could hire a ship?
You'll need to go to the far side of the island. And there, you'll meet a man named
Kate.
Captain Dread.
Yikes. Sounds intimidating.
Not really, once you get to know him.
Of course, he can't take you anywhere until Largo lifts his sailing embargo.
What's this about an embargo?
The Largo embargo.
Well, it's not really an embargo. It's a tax on ships coming or going,
But it's a huge tax that no captain on this island can afford.
including Dread.
That fool Largo doesn't know when to stop. He can't take more from us than we have.
So with all this spit.
You guys know any piratey songs?
Sure, Fink here knows a million. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scab Island.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a scab on a pirate. And if you'll listen to me, Gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people are too friendly, the weather's not the best. The lodging's too expensive and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scab is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force, and no jail in which to ride.
Not quite bardic inspiration.
Beautiful.
But, you know, what are you going to do?
Well, I'll see you salty dogs later.
That reminds me, do we have any weenies left?
Nothing. Alright. Alright. And then away we go. Anything? No. Just the path. Just the path. Follow the path. Let's head to the swamp. International House of Mojo. Nice.
International House of Mojo.
Does it oh.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Hell yeah. Ah, that's great. All right, string. Thank you.
I'll just take a little. Well, it appears to be bolted to the table. Cat dewormer. They're unlabeled. I don't think I'm qualified to handle them. And anyway, they're gross.
Hey, that's just a display model. Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
About that jar I was looking at?
That's one of my most powerful potions. Brings the dead back to life.
That's not good.
That doesn't sound quite proper.
Hey, I got a license.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once
Oh, what? What? Why are you...
LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
I don't want to see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's
go.
person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for
There's
me.
spit.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe?
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing.
Okay.
And a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now go.
Looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly.
Okay. So now we've got a stick and some string and a shopping list. Some paper. A monocle. God, I'm a jerk. A monocle. Poor guy. Alright, cemetery next. Maybe we can find a dead body.
Warning! Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever.
Nope. Nope. No thanks.
Stands casual crosses. For graves that don't need to dress up.
Wow.
Here lies Hank Plank. Does anybody recognize that name? He didn't have any money on him when he died, and somebody's got to pay for the funeral. Stan.
Damn it. That's horrible.
Stands casual crosses. For graves that don't need to dress up. The Ricketts. No trespassing. Stan's Cozy Crypts. A place to spend eternity, not a fortune.
Damn, Stan.
The Quagmires. No trespassing.
Oh no.
The Grave of the Unknown Pirate.
Oh, really?
The Grave of the Unknown Cabin Boy. The grave of the unknown drunk guy we found face down in his own vomit on the beach.
Yeah.
These spots reserved for our privileged future customers. Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred. Nice.
Yeah, we need a shovel.
There once was a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon should marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed, she got buried.
Oof.
No man commanded Jean-Louise, not on land and not on water. John did whatever he did please, until he kissed the gunner's daughter. Here lies daredevil Jim McDowell. Hand of steel, leg of wood. Jim took every risk he could. A life of action, that was Jim's. Too bad he ran out of limbs.
Yeah, seems fair. Seems fair. Alright, so we need a shovel, apparently. I wonder if we could use that. Huh? Hold on, maybe we could use the pail.
The grouts. No trespassing.
Hold on, come back over here. Can we dig with... Can we dig with the bucket?
I don't think that'll work.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try. That was worth a try. Alright. Oh, more tombstones over here. Oh, okay, can't do anything with that.
Here lie the Gordo brothers. Too big for any ship. Let's hope the Earth can hold them.
Obviously it does, because you buried them already. Okay. Went to the cemetery, now I guess the peninsula?
It says, and I quote, Captain Dread's ship charters. 20 pieces of 8. Inquire within.
Oof. That's a lot. We only have one. Ah, ha, ha. This is a really... You couldn't just go straight out there. Alright.
Are you Captain Dread?
Yeah, man, I'm Captain Dread. What can I do for you?
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Natty dreads.
Thanks, man.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island. When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals. I escaped, man. But my navigator was not so lucky.
Yeah.
All I found of him was one of his eyeballs. And I've kept it as a good luck charm.
Oh my god.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
Totally met him.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
Alright. That's a nice throwback to the navigator's head. Yeah. Alright. Back on the path. Head back into town. Guess that's all we got. Yeah. Wood tick. Yeah, the swamp isn't gonna do us any good. Alright. Okay. So now we need to find a way to get the sample of his spit. Anything I missed through here?
What a cute little stool.
It's adjusted to my height. Get away from there. It's adjusted to my height. Oh, no, you don't. I need all of them. Yeah?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Okay. Is that an actual shovel on the sign? No, no. This? Where? Which sign? Oh! Good call. Back over here? I don't think so.
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone. Oops. I think I broke the sign.
There we go. Good call. Alright. I forget, there's a look and then there's a pick up. Alright. Alright. This'll be gross. Time for some grave robbing.
This is creepy feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. If the storm doesn't roll in and lightning doesn't... Oh, why did his pants fall down?
I swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
Why did his pants fall down? I don't understand.
Nice.
I don't understand. Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah. Alright, well, whatever. But yeah, if a storm doesn't roll in and lightning doesn't strike, then you're not digging up the right grave. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's the map place. We'll go over here. Well, no, we don't. We want to go back over here. Maybe use paper on?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yuck.
Got it. Got it, coach.
It's a metronome. No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Is that job available yet?
Sorry, that guy I hired is doing just fine so far.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
I think. I don't know. Something I'm still missing there, but I'm not sure what.
The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill.
Yeah, let's go over here. Anything? Okay. You know what? Use string with
I
stick.
think I'm too clumsy to hold the stick and tie a knot at the same time.
Use stick with box. Use string with stick. Yeah, we still don't have anything that's gonna make the rat go in the box, though. And I don't even know why we want to, but hey. I guess we could try to put the bone in there. Hey, you gonna go in the box? You gonna go in the box? Go in the box. No? No. Alright.
That doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That's sick.
Alright. Well, we're partway there. See ya. I feel like we gotta distract him somehow.
Everything looks all blurry. Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
Gotta do something with the alligator.
Oh, isn't
I
that
feel
cute?
like. Bucket. No, let's give bucket. We don't want to give bucket. Use shovel on.
I think all he wants right now is sleep.
Give the shovel to the alligator. See what happens. Alright. Let's see if we give this guy his monocle back if he does anything for us.
Can't I do anything right?
No.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there it is. Thanks.
That's it?
Hi, Wally.
Oh, hello, Mr. Brush.
Thanks. I gotta go.
Okie dokie.
Put it back down. I mean, look. You're not gonna give me something useful for it. Okay, maybe we can just go deliver these two, and we get some progress. I don't know. I appreciate that the coffin remembered its orientation.
Display model.
Can't click on the string anymore. Okay, so can't get more string. Whoa. Cat dewormer.
No thanks. I don't need it.
Okay.
I don't have a cat. Skink toes. Eau de Mojo. The mystical aroma of voodoo captured in a delightful potpourri. Ash to Life. The uncremating cream. Wart remover. Bat wax. Fruit cocktail in heavy syrup.
Yes, please.
No thanks. I don't need it.
Oh, you always need
don't
fruit
like
cocktail
heavy
and
syrup.
heavy syrup.
Spider
Come on.
lungs.
Come on. That's the
Golden
best fruit
tongue,
cocktail.
A 5-day treatment plan that helps you talk to women.
You definitely
No
need
thanks.
that.
I don't need it. I
You
don't have that
definitely need
problem
that.
anymore. Tender
Anymore.
Touch Pirate Powder. Prevents stump chafing and eye patch rash.
Eye patch rash?
They're unlabeled. Looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly. Looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly.
So I guess I can't pick up any of this?
No thanks. I don't need it. After all, it's only a display model.
Back again, Mr. Threepwood?
Yeah.
About that voodoo doll,
Have you brought me the ingredients?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent.
Good. Get that out of my inventory
You
so I
may
have to
keep
walk
the
around.
paper. Have you brought me any other
Don't want to walk
ingredients?
around with that.
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
No.
I'll bring you more later.
Good. Now go.
Dang it. I was really hoping that was going to give us something. I don't remember the last time I've had a fruit cocktail. You know what I like is fruit cocktail and cottage cheese. Mix them together. I don't know why. That was the thing when I was growing up. I haven't had that in a while either. Okay, so we can't do the peninsula. Hold on, let me double check something. Oh yeah, we're fine. Can't do the peninsula. We did the graveyard, cemetery. Sorry, whatever. I think it's a cemetery. Is it a cemetery when there isn't a church and a graveyard when it is? It's like, I think that's the defining difference, right?
Renzo, thanks.
Lurking Rider, hello. Thank you for 11 months. You're doing good so far. I think we might be a little stuck at the moment. I don't. Oh, dang it. Can I just take it? Alright.
Nice.
He's back.
Well, I'll see you salty dogs later.
I don't want to. Okay. Can't get in. Is there a way to get? I don't think there's a way to get in the weenie hut.
This door appears to be locked. Looks closed.
Spit encrusted paper?
It's blank and kind of soggy.
Why? Why? Alright. Am I missing anything out here? Swamp is the voodoo place. We went here. He can't really do anything for us. No, it's got to be in Woodtick. I got used to... Well, I wiped up Largo Legrand Spit because we're making a voodoo doll. So we've got spit, we've got a bone.
Great recipes from the International House of Mojo. Page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
So we have body and dead. We need his hair and a piece of his clothing still. And we know I think that's both, we get both of those in the same place, but the thing is how do I... I can use a hammer on something?
I'm not holding it.
Oh my god.
I can't move it.
Oh, no you don't. It's not a toy.
I can't move it. Nice peg leg.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Nice craftsmanship.
I made it myself.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it. What do you think you're doing? It's adjusted to my height.
Get your hands away from there.
It's not for sale.
His clothes, his boots, his motorcycle. Exactly. Oh, God. I mean, I feel like we gotta get in the back room here somehow. We gotta catch probably the mouse somehow. Something that catches the... I need some way to catch the mouse.
Jojo. Appearing nightly.
Way
no cover charge.
to distract the bartender. Thinking with a mouse. But I don't know if the mouse is for the bartender or if the mouse is like in here or if the mouse is for the alligator.
I think it's yo-yo string.
Okay. Open the box. Use the stick. The box. Use the string with the stick.
It's too soggy.
Yeah. It's a wood polish.
I don't want to polish that.
To the box? No. No. Alright.
Yoo-hoo.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Hey, can we make more money? How many pieces of 8 did we need? So we needed more pieces of 8 for something. What did we need more pieces of 8 for? About a half and maybe between a half an hour and an hour. Lurking Rider. We were playing Raid beforehand.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your
okay.
trouble.
I mean, if he's gonna... Who's gonna let me polish his wood for a piece of 8? I guess we
Thanks.
can do that over.
Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Phrasing. Phrasing. Alright, well. Yeah, infinite money exploit, it feels like. I mean, eventually we're going to run out of
Here's a piece
wood
of 8
polish,
for your
I feel
trouble.
like. But we can maybe go buy some more.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Okay. We have 8 pieces of 8. Which means we have 1 gold doubloon. Because that's what it is. A piece of 8 is like... They would cut it into pieces. They would cut a coin into pieces. I don't think we have anything that actually goes with this. Don't have... We need the laundry.
No ticket, no laundry.
It's sparkly clean.
Yeah, it's not really going to help us.
I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Actually, nothing. I don't care about clean clothes.
Obviously.
No, I don't have wheat loaves.
I didn't think you would. Oops. I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Guybrush. Cut my coin into pieces. This is my last doubloon. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I don't have... Use bucket. Yeah, it's just give to Al. It queues up as a give, not anything else. Just don't think there's any wood to polish in here. Maybe I give to the innkeeper?
Save your money. The inn's full.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hold it right there. I told you no going up there.
Everything looks all blurry. I think all he wants right now is sleep.
Yeah, we can't do... I don't... It's firmly tied, so we would have to cut
It's
it.
securely fastened.
Shovel on rope.
Can't dig that, Daddy.
Can't dig that, Daddy. Alright. I don't think we can do anything in here.
I bet my mom would help me find it if she were alive.
Oh, poor Wally. I feel horrible.
For crying out loud. I hope it didn't roll onto the floor.
I have
Nobody
a
move.
clean new piece of paper.
I've got enough.
I can't believe
Okay.
somebody would steal it.
Yeah, well, pirate.
I'd go for help, but I'm afraid to walk around like this.
Let's talk to
Hi,
him.
Wally.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
Thanks. I gotta go.
What's going on, Dice
Okey-dokey.
Goblin?
I'm stuck here forever. I'm gonna starve to death in here. I'm gonna die hungry, blind, and alone.
Yeah, I know. I'm a jerk for taking his monocle, but I feel like there's got to be a use for it.
Hey, hired help only.
Excuse
not
me.
gonna-
Yeah, boy?
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
We might not need the monocle. Alright. I know I am. Oh my god, what a horrible hint. What a horrible hint.
Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below.
That's a problematic hiring policy. Oh. Oh. Okay.
There's no glass in the window. There's no glass in the window.
There we go. There we go. Well, we're definitely picking up the knife. Vichyssoise.
The fire's out. It's a cold potato and leek soup. It's too heavy. I'm no cook. I bet it weighs half a ton.
Canned goods. What do we got?
Ugh, it's all cans of fruit cocktail.
Why is this a problem? And that's salt. That's not a... Okay, so we got the knife. Do we talk to the cook? You know what we do.
He looks real...
We save the game, which we haven't done yet. Been forgetting
into
to
his
do
cooking.
that.
Excuse me. Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
Are you, though? I feel like we've got to do something with the stove.
I'm no cook. And there's no glass in the window.
Hey! Yep, and then you fell down. Great. Way to stick the landing. Way to stick the landing. Alright. Back to the ship. Can't make a map because I don't have anything to write with.
Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose?
Pegbiter.
I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Can we get...
Cheese squigglies. One of my favorites.
Oh, okay, that's how we're going to catch the mouse. Okay, toupee. Dresser.
It's empty.
Are you sure?
It's a
Okay.
bit on the tattered side.
We need...
Who
Oh.
let you into my room?
I, thought it was my room?
Well, it ain't. So get the out of here.
Okay. Can we pick up the bell now?
I don't want to steal his bell. I feel bad enough setting his alligator free.
Do we have more... Can we get more cheese squiggly?
There's strange little white bugs all over it.
Oh.
I don't think I should do that.
That's not... You know what we didn't get out of his room?
Get out of my room.
I don't see it anyway. Okay. We need a claim ticket for the laundry. No, the quill, it won't let me interact with the quill. Actually, I'll go back in. Hold on. But I don't think it ever... Yeah.
You're supposed to leave these things open. I'd have to have a room first.
Yeah. The monocle and the paper. Well, the paper was his, and the monocle is his. And the last time I gave the monocle back, he just said thanks and went back to what he was doing. Don't know what we're gonna do with the rat. These cheek squizzlies with the box. Go. Why is it not?
I think it's yo-yo string.
There's the rat. Go in the box. Hey!
It won't fit in my pocket. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
Was that really it? We just dropped the mouse, but there's nothing. Why did...
What would I do with that?
It's too soggy.
What would I do with that?
I don't think I should do that.
Yeah.
What would I do with that?
Not responsible for stains left on clothing.
I don't know why we caught the mouse. Other than just to catch the mouse.
Nice.
It won't fit in my pocket.
Alright, well, we'll leave it there for now. I thought we were gonna... Well, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna... Can we catch the mouse when we open it? Trapped carrying rat. There we go. So now we have a rat.
Cute little fella.
We just rat napped. We committed a rat napping. What are we gonna do with the rat? Do we let it loose in here? With the piano?
That doesn't seem to work.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to work.
Hey! Hired help only!
Alright, we'll sneak into the kitchen and maybe... I don't know where we'd put it in the kitchen, though.
There's no glass in the window.
Yeah, I know. Use the window. Okay. There's a rat in my vichyssoise!
Good thing this is a cold soup.
I can't believe we just did that.
Ugh, there's a rat swimming in it.
Yeah.
I'm no cook.
Okay. Now we're gonna go get him fired. I don't know what good that's gonna do us.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Hey, how's the stew tonight?
Stew? Oh, gosh. We only serve gourmet chilled soups here. In fact, our new cook has been working all day on a very special vichyssoise. Let me go see how he's doing.
There we go.
How's the vichyssoise, Bernard?
Excellent, sir. Won't you have a taste?
Oh, I think I will. Oh my God! What kind of demented recipe book are you using? You're fired!
But, sir...
Out! Get out! my life! Look at all the hair! And what's this stuff? How am I ever gonna get rid of this junk? Well, here's your soup.
I'm really not that hungry anymore.
Dang. Hey, can you cook?
A little.
How'd you like a career in the fast-paced world of pub food cuisine?
Are you saying there's an opening in the kitchen?
Yeah. You interested?
I don't know. How much does it pay?
420 pieces of 8 a week.
Oh,
First
Jesus.
week paid in advance.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Great.
Blaze it.
Job is yours. Here's a week's worth of wages. Now go strap on that apron and get to work.
Okie dokie.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do now that I'm in it. I've got 400. I think I just earned 420 pieces of 8. Can I get the rat out of the soup? Give it back to his friends?
Yuck. The rat's been swimming in it. I've never been much for rodent seasonings.
No.
I'm no cook.
You are the cook now, jackass.
All I can see is water.
I don't know what.
Ugh, it's all cans of fruit cocktail.
Yeah. So what is that? Does that just gets me the money? I think it just gets me the money. But I don't... Why did I need the money? I mean, I know eventually I'm going to need money, but... That sure beats polishing somebody's wood.
Yeah?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I think I did everything I need to do there. Let me go give... anything? No. Let's go give the toupee to our friend at the International House of Mojo. Gotta figure out how to get a piece of his clothing? I feel like we have to have a claim ticket. And I don't... hold on, folks. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I figure we gotta have a claim ticket somehow. Oh.
Have you brought me any more ingredients?
Uh-huh.
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Do you have the final ingredient?
I'll bring it later.
Good. Now go.
Okay. Nothing else. Yeah, we can't get it. It's all display bottles. It's all display bottles. Yeah, it doesn't even let me
International House of Mojo.
do anything there. All right. No rubber chickens on pulleys. Alright, we've got plenty of money for this guy, but I don't think he's going to let us do anything. Cemetery, I think we're fine at. The beach, we're probably fine at. I feel like he's not going to... I feel like this isn't doing anything. Just the cabin door. No, no.
It's me again.
So I see. What can I do for you this time, man?
Why can't I charter your ship?
Like I said before, man, I lost my lucky eye that has seen the world sailing necklace.
Oh,
Besides, Largo has an embargo on the island.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye,
We need a
man.
necklace
Come
with an
again.
eyeball on it. Oh, wait, that's... I wonder if that's that. I wonder if we can... I wonder if that we can... Can we...
Would you like my monocle?
Thanks, man. This'll do just fine for me lucky sailing necklace. What can I do for ya?
I gotta run.
Alright, so
Lots
that's
of
what the
treasure hunting to
monocle's
do.
for. Poor
Okay.
Wally.
Bye, man. Come again.
Poor Wally. Now we gotta just lift the embargo. Then we can get off the island. Alright. Alright. I don't know. Alright. Toll the debt. Oh, God. Alright. Alright. Okay, we don't need here. We don't need here anymore. I feel like we don't need to go there anymore. We need to be up here, but what? These stick
That
with
doesn't seem to
wood
work.
polish? No.
I don't want to dull the blade.
There's gotta be something in here. Is he back? He's not back.
One of my favorites. That doesn't seem to work.
I'm like, what, anything to write with it? Come on. We have this bucket and we've never used it.
That doesn't seem to work.
What are we supposed to use the bucket with? Night, Niscus. Thanks for hanging out.
I'd have to have a room first.
Well, it finally let us use the bell at least. Screen, anything?
Messy, messy, messy. It's a bit on the tattered side. They look pretty old.
Nice.
I don't like to get naked in other men's rooms.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't like styrofoam. It's bad for the environment. Largo could be back any minute. I don't see anything special about it. Then again, I never really have understood art. I'd better not touch them. It looks like somebody's trying to grow penicillin.
Am I missing something in here, folks? We got a dressing screen.
Hey! I was just leaving.
Buckets are usually filled with something. I realize that. I just don't know. Don't know what I need it for. I don't know that using the bucket.
Not responsible for lost buttons or hooks.
We need his a piece of his clothing, which is right here.
What would I do with that? What would I do with that?
I don't know, man.
What would I do
Can
with
I
that?
knife him? Can I knife him, please?
Not responsible for stains left on clothing.
It doesn't even let me put the bucket back.
I don't think that'll work. That doesn't seem to work. I don't want to polish that.
Phrasing.
That doesn't seem to work.
No ticket, no laundry.
Yeah, I mean that's... it won't let me interact with this anymore.
It's blank and kind of soggy. It's too soggy.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to work.
So there's nails, there's a hammer. We just can't, in a stool and a chair, we just can't use anything. Yeah, I mean, I tried to use the stick with that, and that doesn't really work.
Oh, yuck.
Oh no, now I gotta create a new piece of paper.
That doesn't seem to work.
Oh well.
I think I'm too clumsy to hold the stick and tie a knot at the same time. I don't think that'll work.
Okay. Okay.
Why me? I never hurt anyone.
I'm sorry, man. I had...
Rats!
The game made me do it. The game made me do it.
Stinks.
Okay. Okay.
That doesn't seem to work. Only one guest. My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that. I don't want to steal his bell. I feel bad enough setting his alligator free. It doesn't seem to stay closed. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. That won't do anything. My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that. I don't want to polish that.
Phrasing.
That doesn't seem to work.
I haven't been able to see a laundry ticket in here.
I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, I don't know. Knife on the painting. Oh, good idea.
My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that.
No. Alright. An empty bucket won't do anything. Well, I mean, just sure, but I don't... go see if... Let's see if I could scoop Stu out. Or Vichyssoise. But I don't know what I'm... Oh, I know what I can... Okay, hold on.
I hate Vichyssoise.
No.
I hate Vichyssoise.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna do it. So... Can you hide behind the dresser? No, I tried to hide behind the dressing screen and it didn't. Like, I tried to use it and it was like, no. But we'll see. We'll see.
Wow.
There we
Whole
go.
bucket of mud. And it's mine. All mine. It's a bucket full of mud.
All right. Well, I mean, it would be fine if the hint was a little more helpful than, hey, you need to get his clothes. It's like, well, okay, but how? Okay, I'm going to save because I'm going to... I feel like there's two things I can try here. I'm going to do this one first.
I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, alright. So that's not it. I was like, can we just get his... Can we just get his stuff just filthy and then... Okay, so maybe we go pour it on this, maybe?
I don't think that'll work.
Okay. Wait, can we... No, I can't do anything with that window. Okay. Stairway...
That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. I think I hear Largo coming.
Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay.
Took a while, but we got there,
Get
folks.
this thing off my head!
Jeez.
When I get this thing off my head, somebody's gonna be real sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. He looked pretty steamed.
You're making me mad, Marty.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Look, I want it free and I want it tonight.
Party tonight? Sure, I'll come.
I'm talking about getting my laundry.
Don't worry about me. I've been dry for 3 years.
I said I need it back tonight.
What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night.
This is useless. You tell them I'll be back to pick it up. Or else.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
No, I don't have my claim ticket.
You don't have to shout at me. I can hear you. But I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
Oops. I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Alright. So now do I go back and find his claim ticket there?
No ticket, no laundry.
All the hoops. All the hoops. Alright. Let's go back to the ship.
It's already open. It's empty. Messy, messy, messy.
Ah. Sneaky. Sneaky.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
Got it right here.
Great. I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it a while ago. Now, where was it? Ah, here it comes.
Nice April fresh scent.
What? Are we sure that's...
Guess I'll be going now.
Okay. Sure. I mean, that's fine. I feel like he had his shirt unbuttoned a bit, and I don't remember him wearing a bra.
Have you brought me the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work. At last! Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate. This ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo. Largo,
Yeah.
Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, Voodoo Lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens.
You think?
It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
Yeah. Oh, and she gave me some pins. Excellent. Okay. Do I have to use it when he comes in the room? Save. Only a fifth of the way complete.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of my room and stay out.
I think Largo's out of voodoo range.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't want to steal his bell. I feel bad enough setting his alligator free.
You're supposed to be cooking.
Oh, I went out for a swim.
Nice try, but not good enough. You're fired.
I mean, we still got our money. Nope, he's not here. Well, okay, gave me an arrow that time, but yeah, I mean, I thought we'd tried that. But... Alright. We gotta use it faster.
Stop bothering me!
Ow! Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad!
What? Who do you think you are?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I carry this!
I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. How are you doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
How?
Well, I command you to leave this island.
There's nowhere to
Just
spend it.
You try and make...
There's nowhere on this
That'll
island to
teach
spend
you
that much
mess
money.
With the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that? You killed LeChuck?
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck.
She did she? Does she have one of these?
Is that?
Yes, LeChuck's beard. Still alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring him back to life. Look out, world! The
Why would he shove it down his
pirate
pants?
of all time will soon sail the seas again.
I don't know how much time has passed
Whoops.
between 1 and 2. A little while. He got rich, and now he's out hunting for a new...
I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush. If
Treasure.
they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body.
But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
Rotten? Partially decomposed? Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
Yes.
Can you give me something to protect me?
He has magic just as strong as mine. Nothing I could give you would protect you.
Great.
But there is a way out.
What is it?
You're doing it right now.
Fiddling with the change in my pocket?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
Big
Pirate's
Whoop,
Guide to Big Whoop.
Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth? And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep.
Thanks.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth? This is fascinating. It says here there were 4 pirates. Rapscallion, the cook, young Lindy, the cabin boy, Mr. Rogers, the first mate, and Captain... Good heavens! Captain Marley! Wonder if there's any relation. They buried their treasure along with plenty of... booby traps on a place believed to be called Inky Island. They made a map which they divided into 4 pieces, each man taking one. Rapscallion later opened the Steam and Weenie Hut on Scab Island. It was a huge success, but fell into disrepair after Rap was killed in a flash fire. Young Lindy drifted aimlessly, down on his luck until he mysteriously came into money while panhandling on Booty Island.
Booty Island.
He used the cash to bankroll an
Oh,
advertising
yeah.
firm which failed after its gross mishandling of the Gangrene and Honey account. Mr. Rogers retired off the coast of Fat Island. He marketed homemade contest grog brewed in a bathtub until his recent disappearance. Captain Marley vanished while sailing in the America's Cup race. His boat was leading at the time.
Oh my god. Jeez. So I feel like now we gotta get into Rapscallion's place? Well, they said he died though, right? Oh, I can't remember. Alright, let's see. Don't feel like we have anything we can use to break in there.
Nice.
Rapscallion's Steam and Weenie Hut. Place order here. My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that. I don't think I should pin that. I can't dig that, Daddy.
He's back.
Well, you guys can stop worrying about Largo. He's history.
Oh, really? He must have finally got that nasty letter I wrote.
You sure can write a mean letter, Fink.
Any marshmallows left?
Marshmallows? We don't have any marshmallows.
What's that white puffy thing on the end of your stick?
It's the stuffing, or
Oh.
under my eye patch.
We're just sterilizing it.
We're pirates, Guybrush, not Girl Scouts.
Well, I'll see you salty dogs later.
I'm not doing another pirate song. It was bad. Change.
Yeah?
Largo LeGrand will never bother you again.
Yeah. I heard Marty stuck a bunch of pins in his underwear or something. Drove him right out of town.
No, it was me.
You? What were you doing with Largo's underwear?
Well, no, never mind. I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Largo LeGrand has left Scab Island for good.
Well, I guess all those laxatives I was slipping into his drinks finally got to him.
What?
Don't worry, I don't put him in all the drinks.
Everybody
Nice place
wants
you
to
have here.
take credit for it.
Well, see ya.
If I don't find it soon, I'm going to lose all the monocle-grabbing muscles in my eye.
Hi, Wally.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
Hey, I did it! Largo LeGrand left Scab.
That's great. I guess I can stop with the bricks through his window now.
Everybody.
Here, monocle. Here, boy.
Everybody.
Yoo-hoo!
Nope.
I made Largo leave this island.
You made cards out of sand. Do I care?
I guess I'll be going now.
Nope. Nope. You don't care. Well, everything looks normal. Alright. Off we go to Captain Dreads. Just didn't want to potentially miss something. I mean, still probably missed something, but whatever. Merrick, this is Monkey Island, The Secret of Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. There's a Return to Monkey Island that just came out yesterday, but we're trying to play through all of them in order. Trying to play through all of them in order. Ugh, why do you do that every time? Hold on, folks. Hold on. Hold on for one more day. Sure. All right. Yeah, we already played the first Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. This is 2. There's 2 more after this. There's like the Curse of Monkey Island.
So I
Return
see.
to Monkey Island.
What can I do for you this time, on?
There was also a Telltale version. I don't have that one. I think we're just going to play the regular ones.
I need to charter a ship.
You're in luck, my friend. Rumor has it that Largo's been run off the island, so I'm now free to sail again. Only problem is that you don't look like the type that has 20 pieces of it.
Actually, I do have that much.
Well, man, consider me ship chartered.
I could have
Great.
I could have
Where's your
gotten
ship?
that much
You're
just polishing
standing in
some
the-
guy's wood.
Yikes.
Part 2, 4 map pieces.
Deep in the Caribbean, hidden by an endless storm, lies
LeChuck's fortress. If he had a fortress, why was he staying under Monkey Island?
So, when are we gonna resurrect the old bloated fool? Oops.
I'll ignore that comment just this one time, Largo. Only because they tell me you found Guybrush Threepwood.
It's Threepwood, and I found him on Scab Island.
Very good. No one gets the upper hand on LeChuck without getting what he deserves. I want Guybrush brought to me, and I want him brought alive. I am entrusting this to you. Do not fail me.
Never, your voodoo lordship.
Aye. Guybrush Threepwood is finished. I need you to start building me a very special doll.
Say it, don't spray.
With pleasure.
I'm off to find Big Whoop.
Parrot Show.
It has a picture of a parrot on the front.
Excellent. So is that it? That's it. That's it. All right.
Welcome to the Jolly Rasta. Where do you want to go?
Of course.
I don't know. What are my choices?
I only know how to get to Tree Islands, man.
What are they?
There's where we just came from, Scab Island, the only island where pirates are free to be pirates. Then there's Booty Island, the festive French Mardi Gras party all the time island. It's run by one of the most respected and loved governors around, Governor Elaine Marley.
Oh, yeah.
Elaine?
And last, there is Fat Island, a fascist dictatorship run by an over-bloated pig named Governor Fat. Here, take this easy-to-read reference map, courtesy of Dread Tours. You can use it to show me where you want to go.
Sure. Scab, I mean, it's all about that booty. All about that booty. And tack, yeah, there we go. There we go. And tack again. Nope. Tried. Come on, let's get back around to the booty. Back to Djibouti. It's the new Monkey Island, the official sequel. I mean, it's made by the original creators. What are you doing? Oh my god. Any day now. There we go. Alright, Booty Island.
The sign says the Booty Boutique. Mementos, souvenirs, artifacts.
Sure.
Found that beauty at the bottom of the sea. She cleaned up real nicely, though.
It says, beware of parrot.
It looks like Spiffy the Pinhead.
Indy's Whip, TM. Oh my god.
That's the real thing, as seen in Raiders, Temple, Holy Grail, and the Young Chronicles.
Oh no.
Those are authentic scale reproductions of rotting skulls rendered in sun-bleached whalebone. There's even some loose skin to hang them up from. That's a sign I took from the famous Precipice View Road.
I've never heard of it.
They call it Dead Man's Drop now.
Wonder why.
You'd look good in one of those. And they're great for parties. It's ergonomically formulated to enhance stopping power. It's a beautiful antique porcelain vase. Ah, the famous ceremonial lights from the Pirates of the South Pacific. Those aren't for sale. That's the legendary white whale. Never been caught, except on canvas.
Does it have a name?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Nothing says a whale must have a name. That's a Mark 7 Devastator triple cannon emplacement. If only they'd thought to leave a hole for the fuse. That collectible plate is worth a mint.
Wow, I knew those would be valuable one day.
Still not.
I was told that these are used as a form of barter in the inner cities.
Oh wow.
Check out these balls. They're made of a fine iron cast.
You got some big balls.
I made that myself from my last parrot. Got too noisy for me. I have an eye patch in every shape. I got that as a gift from a man I saved a few years ago. Don't have much use for a wheel, but he said one good turn deserves another.
Oh my god, no.
Mr. Polly likes that mirror.
Yeah, he seems to be in love with his reflection.
It's said that the infamous Greenbeard won that barrel from Long John Cooper in a poker game. Shame that it's empty. It's said that the infamous Greenbeard won that barrel from Long John Cooper in a
It's not
poker
a barrel,
game.
it's a treasure
Shame
chest.
that it's empty. That's a real ship's horn, just like the ones used on modern ships.
It's empty.
It was handmade by a good friend of mine from another island.
He looks like he's really into this stuff.
That's part of the Big Whoop treasure map. I don't know a lot about the piece, but there's supposed to be a book in the library that tells all about the whole map. I'm not sure exactly what this is. I'm not sure exactly what this is.
Cheese grater?
I'm not sure exactly what this is. It's a picture of a pirate with peg legs.
How much is the map piece?
The map piece is made of authentic parchment from the turn of the century. Can't find things like that anymore.
Yeah, but how much is it?
Oh, about 6 million pieces of 8.
I don't think I have that much to spend.
Well, I do have some nice fake maps for less.
No thanks. Do you take credit?
Yeah, like you have one. But I do accept personal checks or trade-ins.
What kind of trade-ins do you accept?
I'll take most old swords, some used parrots, almost anything valuable made of bronze, and a few old ship parts.
Would you give me the map piece for any of those things?
No, but there's one thing I might trade for the map piece.
What would you trade for the map piece?
There was a certain ship that sunk, and I'd really like the figurehead. I'd give you the map if you got the figurehead for me.
Can you tell me about the ship with the figurehead?
The ship was a huge galleon named the Mad Monkey. Nobody knows where it sank or why, but the figurehead is supposed to be the most fabulous piece of art ever. That's why I want it. I'm a collector of fine art, as I'm sure you can see.
Nice shop you got here.
Thanks! I pride myself on the quality of my merchandise. I only sell the finest of pirate memorabilia. Even the trade-ins are first class. And I always make you the best deals.
How can you afford to do that?
Volume!
I have to go now.
Volume. Oh, good lord. Alright. Parrot. Chat.
About ship! About ship!
The bag is empty.
What? Why is the...
Found that beauty at the bottom of the sea.
I mean, I don't know how I...
I'd like to buy this well-polished old saw.
Great! That'll be 25 pieces of 8.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
I mean, I feel like a saw is going to come in handy. Can I buy Indy's whip?
I'd like to buy Indy's whip.
Yeah, I like that too, but it's not for sale.
I mean, I don't feel like I need everything here. Feather pen?
I'd like to buy this feather pen.
I see you have an eye for quality. That'll be 10 pieces of 8.
Sure.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock.
.com?
Here you go.
Thank you.
We'll come back if we need more stuff. I figure a saw and a feather pen.
No ink.
Can I use it?
Nothing much to write about anyway.
Alright. Well, we got a saw. I came, I saw, I conquered, right?
Hello there.
Sorry, son. Didn't have my horn out. Could you say that again?
I said hello there. My name's Threepwood.
Oh, why, hello there, Threepwood. You in town for Mardi Gras?
Hey, if it's a party, I'm there.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a party you're looking for, I hear Governor Marley is having some super shindig up at her mansion.
Marley? Huh, that's funny. I used to date a Governor Marley.
Oh, sure. And I'll bet you helped her beat LeChuck, too.
No, I beat him all by myself.
Hey, kid, it's okay. Mardi Gras is the time for fantasy. Now just run along and enjoy yourself.
Literally beat him by myself.
Gee, I wonder if it's loaded.
Oh no.
I wonder if I can rent this one. I like this one. I had one like that when I was a kid. This is really nice.
Rickety
I
rabbit.
think this one's my favorite.
Hey, melee monkey.
I think this one's my favorite.
That's not okay. Alright, sure.
I like this one.
Cannibal Mope. Not to be confused with
Doesn't look like any
Cannibal Less.
cannibal I've ever seen. I think this one's my favorite. This is really nice. I had one like that when I was a kid. I think this one's my favorite.
Fish. Oh, no.
I like this one. I like this one. I don't know what it is, but it sure is ugly. I wonder if I can rent this one.
Caveman Fred.
I wonder if I can rent this one.
As in Flintstone? I guess we should talk to the shopkeeper.
Excuse me. I'd like to rent a costume.
Our costumes are all gone, or on reserve. Sorry.
But you have tons of costumes.
They're all reserved and waiting to be picked up.
Why are your costumes so popular?
I'm the only costume shop in a 5-island radius. And besides,
do it.
everybody who's anybody is going to the big Mardi Gras celebration at Governor Marley's mansion.
You look busy. I'll come back later. I had one like that when I was a kid.
See the world. Cruises. Last day before I leave for Fat Island.
Hi, my name's Guybrush.
I'm Captain Kate Capsize. Like to charter a ship? I do weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, you name it.
Could I have one of those leaflets?
Yeah, okay.
I'm searching for the treasure of Big Whoop.
Yeah? When I was the first mate on the Limping Limpet, we went in search of Big Whoop. We'd heard it was buried under a place called Blinky Island. Never found the island or the treasure. The captain eventually died of boredom while we were crossing the sea of beige flotsam.
That'll do
Hope
it.
your luck is better.
I just remembered I'm late for a party.
You and everybody else on this island. If you need a ship, you know where to find me.
I mean, I got a ship.
Sunken galleons. Sunken
Oh
galleons.
no. Not Stan
Cruises.
again.
Cruises.
Previously owned coffins? Stan.
Howdy! Welcome to Stan's previously owned coffin.
Stan.
We handle the dead for a lot less bread. What are you looking
Stan.
for, son? Need a bin for your next of kin? Want a family plot without spending a lot? You're in luck. Just look at all this quality merchandise. Never before touched by a living soul.
Well, then how is it used?
Most of it used only for a few
For a
hours.
few hours. Oh my god.
Premature burial, you know.
The
That
one on
sort
the
of
right's
thing.
killing me, folks.
Well, speak up. Or are you dead? Either way, you came to the right place.
Didn't you used to be a used ship salesman?
Well, yeah. But I decided to get into a business where unsatisfied customers are less likely to come back and complain.
Do you do funerals?
Of course we do funerals! And not just those somber, all-black, three-handkerchief affairs. We do it in a rowdy Mardi Gras style with music and dancing and pallbearer races.
Pallbearer races.
I'd like to say we put the fun in
funerals. Funerals? Oh no.
I'm not actually in the market for a coffin yet.
It's never too early to make funeral arrangements. Making plot reservations now ensures you a space at our popular Scab Island Internment Park, as well as entitling you to discounts on park rentals.
Rentals?
You know, for barbecues, parties, that sort of thing.
I need to get something embalmed.
Well, you came to the right place. Your loved ones deserve Stan's special preserve.
No.
You won't smell a whiff when we're
You're
done with your stiff.
Oh,
I never knew morticians were so clever.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'd just like to browse.
Sorry. Health regulations prohibit me from allowing uncertified persons free access to used interment paraphernalia.
Oh, shucks. I gotta go. See you later.
Here, take this complimentary hanky. Just my way of saying, I care.
See the world. Check it out.
That's horrible. All right. Stop. Go away. Yeah, I saw that. That's absolutely horrible.
Check it out.
Did he actually give me
Sunken
a hanky?
galleons.
He did.
When the tears come, shouldn't you be prepared? Stan's previously owned coffins.
Sightseeing.
Capsize charters. Glass-bottom boat for sightseeing or special interest voyages. There's a picture of her on it.
Cruises. Cruises.
Okay, now, who's gonna be next? It's a great day for spitting.
Pirates Spit Contest.
Just look at this juicy crowd. Step up to the line and test your swill. Valuable prizes. Even a child can do it.
Ah, the whole world loves a spitting contest. I'll give it a try.
A volunteer! All right, settle down, folks. This kid looks like a serious contender. What's your name, boy?
Juicius Maximus III, the Phlegm Master, Captain Lukey. I don't know which one of these.
Well,
is
they call me the Phlegm Master.
worst.
The Phlegmster, the Phlegmalizer, the Master of Phlegm. Spit away!
All right, Phlegm Master. Let's go!
Spit.
Come on!
Misfire! Misfire! Everybody run! Well, so much for the Phlegm Master. Let's give him a big hand anyway, folks. At least he tried. Come on! It's all paid for by Booty Island Parks and Rec. Just put your two lips together and blow. The Phlegm Master ready for his comeback. Spit away!
Come on.
Let her rip!
Hey, he's been working out. Looks like third place. I think that deserves a little applause. Too bad there are only prizes for first place. Better luck next time. Now, how about the rest of you? Are you pirates or not? The Phlegm Master ready for his comeback.
So is there an order?
Spit away!
I feel like there's an order I have to do this in.
Let her rip! You can do it. Pooey. At least he's consistent.
Third again.
Looks like third place. Now, how about the rest of you? 2, 4,
I mean, I'm
6,
timing
8.
it with the wind.
Come on, let's expectorate.
Ah, the whole world loves a spitting contest.
The Phlegm Master ready for his comeback.
Best beard in video games?
Spit away.
Maybe. Night, Bunny Beast. Thanks for hanging out.
You can do it, man! You can do it, man!
Woo! You can do it!
You can do it. At least he's consistent. Looks like third place. Now, how about the rest of you? Everybody already has the necessary equipment.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Turn a disgusting habit into a prestige-winning skill.
It's got to be like the order of
The Phlegm Master ready for his comeback. Spit away.
Okay.
You can do it. Pooey. Once again, looks like third place. Now, how about the rest of you? Don't let this grass wither up and die. What was that?
Right.
Did I hear somebody swallow?
Maybe we need something else. The phrasing? Via de la Buri. Big tree. Need a sheet to win? Alright. Well. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay.
How rustic.
Open the door. Is there nothing? Nope, apparently not. Alright.
Looks like a plank stuck in a hole in a tree. I can't dig that, Daddy. That doesn't seem to work.
Alright, so I need another plank. So I can alternate one to the other.
I don't think I should cut that.
That's what I'm thinking, Bayushi. I don't know. Gotta drink something first. This guy looks like LeChuck.
The
Yeah.
ghost pirate LeChuck! Get a grip. Don't you know a Mardi Gras costume when you see one? Is there something I can help you with?
I'm here for the governor's party.
You mean Governor Marley's Mardi Gras fish fry? It's invitation only and costumes are required.
This is my costume.
Nobody would willingly wear such a dopey costume.
Wow.
Nice costume. Almost scared me to death.
Thanks. Where's your costume for the governor's party?
Gotta go. Keep up the good work.
Alright.
Thousands will spit, hundreds will win. No volunteers.
Really, though?
If Blackbeard were here, he'd shoot you all right now. Come on, don't be shy. Let it fly.
Don't be shy. Let it fly.
See the world. Sightseeing.
Well, well, well. I knew you'd come back. My customers always do.
Oh.
Eventually.
Oh, that's horrible.
I'm looking for a good used
My
coffin.
customers always come back.
Amazing.
Eventually.
When you first walked in here, I said, now there's a guy who needs a good used coffin. There happens to be an excellent deal.
Yeah, I feel like we have to go to
right
Fat
behind you.
Island.
Let's go take a look.
I love how he measures you real quick.
Now this here is the Cadillac of coffins. Look at all that leg room. There's room in there for Long John Silver himself. Here, let me get in and show you. Yes, a man can really rest in peace and comfort with one of these. Why should a man's coffin be any smaller than his bunk at sea?
Sure. Try out the lid operation.
I don't have a
It's
hammer and nails
just
yet.
really
No, but
close.
we can go back there.
Can I show you anything else?
I gotta go. See you later.
Maybe sooner
The
than you
LucasArts
think.
coffin in the right-hand side. That's just really bad.
Sightseeing. Sunken galleons.
It's real bad.
Glass bottom boat. Check it out.
Where'd you want to go?
Let's go to Fat Island. Laying in a coffin for a little while is a great way to lose some weight. I mean, maybe. Wow. You're just really not great at the sailing, are you? I mean, come on. It's because he doesn't have his navigator's head. Back into the... Can we... Why did you go so far out? There you go. There you go. You can do it. Alright. Not a whole lot here either.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Aren't you Guybrush Threepwood?
Who wants to know?
I'm with the local constabulary, sir. You'd better come with me. Governor Fat would like a word with you.
I'm really very busy. Could we do this another time? Coming.
That doesn't look like me at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Mr. Oh, excuse me. Well, Mr. Threepwood, I can't tell you how pleased I am to have you here as my guest.
Oh? Why is that?
I thought we might talk about a few things.
Such as why there's a wanted poster on the wharf with my picture on it?
Such as your future, Mr. Threepwood, and that of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
LeChuck's dead. I killed him.
Perhaps you didn't kill him quite so thoroughly as you imagine. He looked perfectly healthy the last time I saw him.
Last time you saw him? Oh no. LeChuck's back.
I beg your pardon, did you say something?
He doesn't scare me. Just tell me where I can find him.
I rather think he'll find you, Mr. Threepwood. You see, he's put a sizable bounty on your head.
Oh?
A bounty I intend to collect.
Oh. I guess that bounty would buy a lot of bacon grease and pure fat, huh?
Why, you can figure it out while you wait in jail for LeChuck to pick you up. Take him away.
Yes, sir, Governor Fat. Come on, you little weasel.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Come on. Don't try to escape or anything. Walt will chew you to bits. Okay, Walt. I'll be back to relieve you at 11.
He's not exactly my type. Hey, who's your tailor?
Pick up dead prisoner. Oh my god. That's funny.
A fine example of dieting gone horribly wrong. I hope I don't have to sleep here. The door's locked.
I took all my stuff except the money? This is... I mean... what am I... Oh boy. Is there anything else?
I don't want to.
No? Uh-huh.
I can't reach it. Watch me flip it right into my pocket. They don't call me the Bone Master for nothing.
Too much information.
Here, doggy doggy. Here, boy. The door's locked.
Really? Come on. Anything in here? Just pick it up. Take that one too.
Mr. Willie Gorilla, arrested for grinding his organ in public. Mr. Willie Gorilla, arrested for grinding his organ in public. There's a banana in here and an organ. Mr. Guybrush Threepwood, arrested for infractions too numerous to list. Hey, that tickles.
Got all my stuff back. Okay. Okay. But now we've got an organ.
I don't know how to play.
Alright.
If I could read, I'd spend all my free time at the Fat City Library. Reginald Blackbeard. Wanted, Guybrush Threepwood. Hey, that's me! For the murder of G.P. LeChuck. Also for the use of witchcraft on the person of Largo Legrand. The thievery of clothing and medically prescribed hair supplements for such witchcraft. Grave robbing. Trespassing. Larceny without a permit. Exceeding allowable FDA limit for rodent parts in Vichyssoise. Unauthorized exiting from a penal institution. And releasing a dangerous reptile in a populated area. Also wanted for questioning regarding the disappearance of prescription eyewear. Reward offered for information leading to the suspect's apprehension. Threepwood is to be considered armed and dangerous. Armed and dangerous? Right on.
Definitely not armed.
No more bets? Okay, here we go.
Any day now.
$19 black. All right! You're a winner, sir. Which prize would you like?
What you got left?
We have money, an invitation to Governor Marley's Mardi Gras party, and a 3-day vacation on fabulous Hook Island.
I'd like the money.
The money it is.
That's not a pocket. It's not a pocket.
All you have to do is watch the wheel go round. Place your bets, please.
He's the wheel operator.
Nice.
Hello.
How you doing?
Could you explain how this game works?
Sure, it's easy. Just tell me what number you want, and I'll spin the wheel. If your number comes up, you win.
Sounds simple. What numbers can I bet on?
1 to 32, red or black.
Do many other people come to play here?
Lots of people come to play when we've got a bunch of prizes. But we're almost out today. We only have 3 left.
What prizes do you have left?
We have a 3-day vacation on fabulous Hook Island.
Been there.
And an
Not that
invitation
fabulous.
to Governor Marley's Mardi Gras party. And, of course, we have money. 60 pieces of 8 for every bet.
Wow. I'd like to place a bet.
Betting costs money, kid. 1 piece of 8 for 1 game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Here.
Okay, kid. Which number you want?
Is this just random? Or is there a specific number of the wins?
I'd like 3 black.
Okay, here we go.
God, I hate how long this takes.
12 black. Too bad.
Wasn't
Better
even an
luck
option.
next time.
Well, thanks anyway. I hate losing.
Excuse me, pal. I want to make another bet. 16 red.
16 red it is.
So it was 19 black. Was what he won the first time. I don't even remember what the winner was. God. There's probably something I have to pay attention to here.
16 red.
All right!
You win again. Today is your lucky day, all right. Would you like money again?
Yeah.
All you have to do is watch the wheel go round.
Yeah, alright.
I'd like to place another bet. Here's 1 piece of 8.
Okay, kid. Which number you want?
I'd like 12 red.
Okay, here we go. Seven red. Too bad. Better luck next time.
Well, thanks anyway.
Excuse me, pal. I want to make another bet. 24 black.
24 black it is.
It should not take this long.
24 black.
All right!
You win again. Today is your lucky day, all right. Would you like money again?
Yeah.
Big prizes for just 1 piece of 8.
Give me the next number.
First, give me the password. If this is 4, what's this?
5.
Right. The winning number will be 19 black.
Thanks.
I'll knock.
What do you want, kid?
I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
What's the next winning number gonna be?
First, give me the password. You have to get it right 3 times. If this is 5, what's this?
Two?
Okay, that's 1 right. 2 more. If this is 2, what's this?
4?
That's 2. 1 more. If this is 4, what's this?
3?
Okay, you must be a member of the Gamblers Club.
Okay.
But I don't recognize you.
What? You don't remember me?
No, but that's okay. You wouldn't have gotten the password right if you weren't a member. The winning number will be 8 black.
Yeah, it's what they show you the first time is the answer.
No more bets? Okay, here we go.
Oh god, and then 8 black? I think it was 8 black. I should probably pay attention.
19 black.
All right!
You win again. Today is your lucky day, all right. Would you like money again?
Yeah.
This is just a money laundering service.
Okay, Ralphie. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, this is just a money laundering service.
Place your bets, please.
I'd like to place another bet. Here's 1 piece of 8.
Okay, kid. Which number you want?
I'd like 8 black.
Okay, here we go. Eight black. You're a winner, kid.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
of our fabulous prizes do you want? Take your pick. You can have 60 pieces of 8, or you can have the invitation to Governor Marley's Mardi Gras party, or you can have a 3-day vacation on fabulous Hook Island. Well, which will it be?
I'd love to have the invitation.
He wants the invitation. Congratulations.
Yeah, now I just need a costume.
Care to make another bet?
Nope.
All you have to do is watch the wheel go round.
This looks like a lighthouse on a beach.
Wait, you can open it? That doesn't make any sense.
I've had it with this card catalog.
Big whoop. Okay. Maybe we're looking to put it back.
I think I'll try a different drawer.
But we don't know what that's for yet.
I think I'll try a different drawer. I've had it with this card catalog. There's so many books here. I'll never be able to find anything.
Shh!
Great, here we go. Oh my god, the
Looks like a normal ladder to me.
This is a library.
Lady. Relax.
Excuse me.
Shh! This is a library. Whisper! Now, what is it?
Why do you have a model lighthouse here?
There's a new lighthouse being built in town. That is a scale model of what it will look like.
It's very attractive for a lighthouse.
Yes, and it will be very bright, too. It will have one of the most powerful magnifying lenses in the Caribbean. I'd show you with the model, but unfortunately, the bulb has burnt out.
Okay.
I'm looking for a book.
Do you have a library card?
No. How do I get one?
I'll need some personal information. Name?
Herman Toothrot.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Address?
Nice. Oh my god. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Oh jeez. All right.
221B Baker Street.
Baker Street.
Age?
21.
21.
Occupation?
Pirate.
Pirate.
Vices?
All of
them. Murder, arson, thievery, that sort of thing.
I see. All right. Your library card will be mailed to the address you gave me. In the meantime, take this temporary card. You may check books out of the library, but only 4 at a time.
That's about as many titles as I can remember anyhow.
What book are you looking for?
I don't know. What have you got?
You expect me to name every book in the library? Use the card catalog like a normal person.
Okay. Well, I have a library card now.
Guybrush Threepwood. 221B Baker Street. Age 21. Pirate.
Oh, that's great. Okay. I mean, what? What are we doing? I think we need a book that we have to look for first, because otherwise I don't think it's going to do anything.
I've had it with this card catalog.
And I feel like if we need a bulb for... Yeah, because, yeah, let's just pass it out. Path. Oh, fisherman. Hey. What's up, bro?
Nice.
You can't talk to him, you're just going to look at him? Okay. Yeah, nice pier. I need a bulb for some light entertainment. Exactly. Exactly. There's Dread Ship. There's the mansion. We don't want to go back there. Ooh, a waterfall and a cottage. Check out the waterfall.
Very picturesque.
Oh.
What's this doing in a pirate game?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What's this doing in a pirate game?
I don't think I have anything for that. That's probably going to shut this off and get us access to something. I need a wrench. There was a wrench somewhere. There was a wrench somewhere.
I can't reach it.
Oh, maybe that helps us get there too. Who knows? All right. Let's just head out. Wait, tree? Was there a tree? Yeah, I mean, I need to make a new plank, but I don't know. Have I found something? Was there a tree I could interact with over here? No. Okay. Was it a monkey island, TM Wrench? I mean, yeah. Clearly. What about shipwrecks might help you find the Mad Monkey? True. True. We can head back to town. Oh. Came down that path. Don't think there was anything else left in the jail, but I guess we could go in and look. I think we got everything. Yeah. And that's the mattress and not the...
I don't think I should cut that.
Okay. Nothing for shipwrecks.
I think I'll try a different drawer.
Nothing for Mad Monkey.
I think I'll try a different drawer.
Big Whoop was B. No.
I think I'll try a different drawer.
T for treasure.
I think I'll try a different drawer. I think I'll try a different drawer. I think I'll try a different drawer.
I'm just gonna click them all, folks. Hold on. Oops, wrong button.
I think I'll try a different drawer.
D for disasters.
I think I'll try a different drawer.
Oh, maybe.
I think I'll try a different drawer. I think I'll try a different drawer. I think I'll try a different drawer.
I didn't need this audio every time I close a drawer.
I think I'll try a different drawer. I think I'll try a different drawer.
P for pub. I mean,
I
we
think
hit
I'll try
all
a
the
different drawer.
things, and there's nothing.
I've had it with this card catalog.
Yeah, it doesn't even let us.
It's not open.
Jeez. Yeah, it doesn't let me open it. Okay. Let's go back down this alley. Is there anything else in here now that we did the thing? I mean, there's a chair. Can I get a plank out of that? Nope. Nothing to interact with here, except for the slot on the door.
What do you want, kid?
What's the next winning number gonna be?
First, give me the password. If this is 3, what's this?
1?
Right. The winning number will be 1 red.
All you have to do is watch the wheel go round. Care to make another bet?
I'd like to place another bet. Here's 1 piece of 8.
Okay, kid. Which number you want?
Wasn't it 1
I'd
red?
like 1 red.
Okay, here we go.
I totally forgot. My brain just went like... pfft. C is
red.
for cookie. That's
You're
good enough
a
for me.
winner,
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
Which of our fabulous prizes do you want? Take
money.
your pick. You can have 60 pieces of 8, or you can have a 3-day vacation on fabulous Hook Island. Well, which will it be?
Give me the money.
He picks the money! Well, I'm out of money for today. You're lucky that you won the last of it. Congratulations!
Thanks.
So I can only win the 60
All you
ones,
have
okay.
to do is watch the wheel go round. Big prizes for just one piece of 8.
Where do you want to go?
It's got the same message on Idle Champions as when the servers went down. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe there's an issue again. So I don't have an issue on mine. Doesn't mean you don't have it on yours, though. Let's see. What can we... We need the hammer and nails.
Yeah?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
What? I mean, can we...
I don't think I should cut that.
It's gotta be.
Crud! I'm gonna die, hungry, blind, and alone.
I've got enough.
For crying out loud.
Poor guy.
I don't think I should cut that.
Dang it.
I don't think I should cut that.
Key.
That doesn't seem to work. I don't think I should cut that.
Dang it.
Where do you want to go?
It's back on booty. There's stuff we could potentially buy. And maybe we can turn one of those into a... You know what I need? I need the peg leg.
I'd like to buy this peg leg.
That's one of my favorite things in the store, but I don't have enough back stock to sell it.
Then why have it out for sale? I wonder if I could wear a pirate hat as a costume.
I'd like to buy this bosun's wheel.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model.
That's not how shops work. That's not how shops work.
I'd like to buy these pirate hats.
Excellent choice. They are 30 pieces of 8 each.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock. Here you go.
Thank you. Inspected by 27. Nah, I have a thing about lice.
Really? Oh my god.
Well, I'd like to buy this mask.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model.
I'd like to buy this ship's horn.
And I'd like to sell it to you. That'll be 40 pieces of 8.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay. What about an eye patch?
I'd like to buy these eye patches.
Actually, those belong to my son. They aren't for sale.
I'd like to buy these cannonballs.
Actually, those belong to my son. They aren't for sale.
Anchor, gross skulls, the mask, the barrel.
I'd like to buy this barrel.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model.
I'd like to buy this treasure chest.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model. He likes it where it is.
I don't want to make that parrot mad.
Sorry, he's not for sale. Isn't he a beautiful parrot?
He's preoccupied with his reflection.
Hey! Don't do that to my parrot.
I mean, I can't believe this is
It has a picture of a parrot on the front.
empty. Parrot shell's empty. It doesn't do anything. Oh, that just led me out of town. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, the parrot. Okay.
The bag is empty. I don't want to make that parrot mad.
Yeah, see.
I'd like to buy this sign.
Sorry, that sign's not for sale.
Oh.
Well, I guess I could sell it. That'll be 5 pieces of 8.
Okay, I'll take it.
Why?
Thank you.
Why?
That doesn't seem to work. I don't think it would want that. I should check with the shopkeeper first.
Oh, to act as a mirror?
Check it out.
I don't
Sunken
understand
galleons.
what the... Oh, yeah. See, that's...
I'd like to buy this mirror.
I see you have an eye for quality. That'll be 15 pieces of 8.
Sure.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
Why the hell do I need a mirror?
That is a nice looking beard.
See the world. Sunken galleons.
On reflection, that was a good idea.
See the
Oh,
world.
safe.
I know you want to volunteer.
safe.
It's on the tip of your tongue. The Phlegm Master ready for his comeback. Spit away.
Better not blow it, man.
Hey, spitter, 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 spitter. Hey, spitter, spitter, spitter.
Oh, and I thought he was gonna go all the way. That doesn't quite qualify. Now, how about the rest of you? Prove to me that you guys are at least as fun as a pack of llamas. I hear there's some scouts here from the pro spitting circuit. Ooh. False alarm. The Phlegm Master ready for his comeback.
What did I...
Spit away!
Spit? That's gross. I'm out of here.
Ooh, no. Dry tongue at the last minute.
Dry tongue.
Well, what about you folks? This may be your last chance at popularity and success. Thousands will spit. Hundreds will win.
Cheat? With everyone watching?
No volunteers. If Blackbeard were here, he'd shoot you all right now. Just put your two lips together and blow.
Second place.
Okay, now, who's gonna be next?
All right, Shevik. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're still not quite there yet. Via de la Booty. Via de la Booty. All right. Well, we have a lot more stuff. I think we're probably going to call it there for the night. Let me save. We will return to this on Saturday for our Guybrush Weekend. So Saturday afternoon, after the tutorial show. Hopefully we finish. If not, we're also going to be doing it on Sunday. So I still have to post a time for when we're starting Sunday. I'll figure that out, and it'll be on the schedule here on Twitch, and I'll post it in the Discord. Let me see if I know anybody streaming right now. Nope, of course not. So, have a great night then. I'll be back tomorrow with Worship Wednesday for some more Cult of the Lamb. I will see you then. Bye, everybody.